Hey consultant, and so from last week's meeting we talked a little bit about your finances and just getting your finances in order, and so I just wanted to kind of emphasize that again and just go over so that way you can rewatch this video over and over and over again of what we talked about. Okay, so I use the example of selling $1,000 and I broke it down into what you're going to reorder, what you are going to put in your second checking account, what you are going, if you have a Mary Kay loan, to pay off your loan, what you are going to use, how are you going to use the money towards that, and then of course your profit. So let's go through those examples really quickly one more time. I talked about how it is so incredibly wise to have two business accounts, so that way everything is separate, having a debit card tied to both. Now, what's really cool with online banking nowadays is that you can transfer money from one account to the other account really easily. So I definitely would recommend having where you can transfer money easily. At the beginning of every month, I make sure and transfer money from our joint account into my Mary Kay Bills account from what I have figured out that I need for how much money that I need for my business to actually function. Okay, I figured it out, and for a consultant, for you to pay for postage, for you to pay for seminar, for career conference, for hotel, just for little fees that of course are associated with your business, because of course if you sow time and energy into yourself, you of course will reap those benefits, of course. Okay, and so anywhere from, if you're saving $100 to $150, maybe $200 a month, that will be enough for you to be able to do the things that you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to kind of back it up and I'm going to break it down for you of what your business should look like. Okay, so for example, and if you have a piece of paper, I would probably write this down so you can visually see it on a piece of paper. If you sold 1,000 retail, okay, let's talk about 1,000 retail. You're of course going to reorder 50% of that. That is what's going to stock your shelves for your inventory. That's 50%. That is of course $500, right? Okay, so that is a non-negotiable thing. That is going to go into Mary Kay account, checking account number 1. Okay, number 1. That is going to be your reordering account. Okay, I call mine MK Bills account, and actually on your online banking, so that way you don't get accounts confused, because that can be so confusing. Go into your bank and you can actually have them nickname them, so that way whenever you're pulling up your phone and you're trying to figure out, oh, what online banking account is this, you can figure it out really easily. So that's really neat. So do that. So I think I labeled my first one just like Mary Kay, and then my second one MK Bills, so that way I knew. Also for your husband, I've noticed that mentally it's better for my husband, because instead of seeing, since your MK Bills, that's going to be funding your, just the little things like your postage, the $2 fee for meeting, the going to seminar, going to career conference, your hotel. Instead of your husband seeing that money come out of your checking account, he just sees just that you have that MK Bills account. And so it's nice that he never ever has to see money flying out of the account, but rather money being added to your account. And that's a good thing for husbands to see. Okay, so that's what I really enjoy about that. Okay, now if you have a loan, then your percentages are just going to be slightly different. Okay, so I'm going to give you the scenario without having a Mary Kay loan of what that looks like from after you've paid it off. So we're just going to pretend like you've already paid off your loan right now, and then I'm going to backtrack and I'm going to go back to if you've not paid off your loan yet. Okay, so if you have paid off your loan, 50% is going to be going to go into your Mary Kay account. Okay, the next part is going to be your 10%. 10% of $1,000 is 100. So that's that magic number that I was just telling you about, that $100, $100 to $150, maybe $200, depending on how much stuff that you want to get for your Mary Kay business. Just totally depends on you. But about $100 is going to be good. So $100 is going to go into your MK Bills account. Okay. What I have noticed is that when money is tight in your house, we just had someone break our window, or our screen door in our house. So that is something that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go and drain my Mary Kay Bills account. No, it is money that you don't have to worry about if you don't have money for your Mary Kay business. It can be stressful, and it can be like, oh my gosh, I have to pay $2 for my guest at my meeting. I have to do this, I have to do that. Instead, it's so easy, and it's just so relieving, because you can be like, oh, that's just a business expense, and I have already budgeted for it, and I already have the money for it. That is what is so beautiful about it, okay? So that just relieves just some stress, because it relieves stress off of me, rather than seeing like, oh my gosh, now I have to pay for this door, and I have to pay for $2 at this meeting, and I have to go to career conference, and I have to go to seminar. And so what's nice is that it is completely separate. Your business still functions even if a lot of life is happening, right? Okay. So anyway, so that's 10%. That's $100 into your MK Bills account. And then of course the other 40% is your profit. So $400 goes into your checking account. Okay. Now, if you have not paid off your loan yet, then what I'm going to say is 50% goes, of course, into your Mary Kay account. 10% goes into your Mary Kay Bills account, and I'd probably put another 10% into that Mary Kay Bills account for your loan. So depending on how high your loan is, some loans are $75, $80, some loans are up to $150. So it just depends on what your loan is. And so take a look at your loan amount. So if it is higher, then you might need to take a higher percentage, or you just sell a little bit more. Okay, so so that's a total of 20% going into your MK Bills account, and part of that is going towards your loan. And then you pay yourself 30%, which is $300 inside of your joint account with you and your hubby, or just you yourself. Okay, so I hope that helps, and just helps to kind of revamp your thinking of what your money and your budgeting looks like. Bye for now.